Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not naive enough to think that everything is easily forgiven. I mean, there are really horrible things that some people do to other people, and it doesn't surprise me if forgiveness is a very, very difficult thing to do. But uh, even things as horrific as killing somebody's loved one or something like that is, I mean, I think I told you once a story that's actually in a book by C.S. Lewis. I don't know if I have it exactly right, but in this book called The Great Divorce, it's a funny story about how you can take a bus ride out of hell and actually go to heaven to visit for a while. And there's a story about somebody that comes up out of hell and I'm not sure exactly the details of the story, but literally meets a person who's much more guilty than they are. I mean, it's imagine a matter of meeting in heaven the person that killed me, or that killed someone I loved, and you're going, well, why are you in heaven and I'm not? How did, why do you get here? I was a better person than you were. And yet part of the point of the story is that it is exactly that clinging to I'm the better person, that you need my forgiveness, doggone it, that really keeps this person from coming out of hell. There's also that story in the Gospels where Jesus tells this parable about the religious leader who stands up in the temple and says, "Oh Lord, thank you for making me such a great guy," kind of stuff. At least I'm better than that tax collector standing back there. And then the story goes on and says that the tax collector won't even look up because he recognizes his shame, he recognizes his faults, and he says just to God, "Have mercy on me." And Jesus says it's the second guy, ironically the greater sinner who knows his own need of forgiveness, that is closer to the kingdom of God than the guy who's confident in his own righteousness. And when it comes, I was just looking up here online the story, frankly, not that long ago, of a killer that went into a school, an Amish school, and killed some children. And it becomes a relatively famous story of how the Amish came around and asserted their forgiveness of the killer. And this is somebody who killed their children. And I don't think it was mere show. I think it was part genuinely of their Amish culture, of their Christian convictions, that brought them around to saying, even the killer of our children is someone that we need to learn to forgive, even if it's kind of difficult. You can find they made a movie about it called Amish Grace, and you can see it if you want, but it's this idea that I can and maybe ultimately must even forgive people that do horrendous things is a difficult, and again, I don't mean to make it slight or make it easy. Lord knows what's the worst thing that's ever been done to me. Probably pretty easy, pretty, it may be, posting this online is about the worst thing that's happened to me. I don't know. But all that is to say, I don't have that much to forgive, perhaps. And other people certainly have a lot more that they may have to consider forgiving. And you don't want to make it seem like it's always easy, but that it could still be always good. You know what I mean?